Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. You join me here at Gentry HQ, the Watchtower. It's a wonderfully crisp night here, and it's a shame I didn't arrive earlier because the sunset was exquisite. There's a stunning red sky, but it's a clear night. It's not foggy, so I'll insert a shot so you can see the wonderful New York skyline. It always humbles me and kind of puts things in perspective being here. Anyway, yeah, we're not discussing New York City skylines, we're discussing watches. So I'll do a quick wristwatch check. I am wearing the Seiko SKX. I decided as I'm wearing all black, I'll pop on the Hunter Pro mod, or the King Panther. Doesn't really go with a velvet jacket, but it's, you know, because it's a very tactical look, but do I care? No. Am I happy wearing it? Yes. And that is the most important thing. Anyway, so today I'm doing an update on my EDC. I've bought some really nifty little bits and bobs that I wanted to share with you, and my first Benchmade knife. So I have mentioned it, and there's been a lot of speculation to which Benchmade I was going to buy, and I think in the last video I called it Benchmark, so I apologize. I think about 20 of you corrected me, and yes, I don't know why I do that. Yeah, I get my words muddled up, unfortunately. But anyway, you guys know what I was talking about. So we'll have a look at that first, and when we come back, I'll do another Seiko Saturday giveaway. Let's change perspectives and have a look at my EDC everyday carry update. Okay, before we get into this EDC, a little disclaimer. I'm not going to be including my sunglasses. I've covered them extensively. You guys all know my fondness for Persil. If you'd like to find out more about my brand of choice, have a look back at previous videos. I'll leave a link down below. And this EDC is a little bit different. This is more of a winter EDC, so I don't tend to wear sunglasses as much. But let's start off with my knife of choice. I went in the end for the is that a 555S BKHG. This is the mini Griptilian. So this is my first Benchmade, and it's quite an impressive little knife. It's certainly compact. The overall length, the blade is just under 3 inches. It is a BK1 coated 154 cm stainless steel. And I've gone for the what they call the sheep's foot shape. I love the thumb hole there because it is obviously ambidextrous. It's semi-serrated, and it just has a really nice size to it. Very, very comfortable. I've been converted to this style of blade from. Let me just find it. Where is it? There we go. There's the Sage 1. Dear old Epic Snuggle Bunny gave me this as a gift. Shout out to him. He really converted me. It's funny, I never liked the look of them, but now after, you know, really getting to know the Spyderco, which is a fantastic knife. I do love the handle. It's a little bit abrasive, the grip. It's extremely light. I think it's about 2.5 ounces. It is an older model, but I thought, I got such a good deal on this. I didn't want to spend heaven and earth for my first Benchmade. You know, I just dipping my toe in the water, Benchmade. By the way, we got this axis lock here. Axis lock here. So the overall length when closed is just under 4 inches. I think it's about 3.8. We've got an extra thumb grip here, so you really get a nice grip on it. Very solid feeling, extremely well made. The handle it's a bit blade kind of heavy, but the clip that you can also take off and put on the other side, that gives it a little bit better balance. I think without the clip, it's too blade heavy. The steel is excellent, you know, rust resistant. It's a fantastic. Actually, it's made in the USA. In fact, the whole knife is made in the USA. So I've only just got it. It's literally my first impressions. I've got to say, I love the size. I think it's perfect for everyday carry. And I've added a little paracord pull. This is from a company. Let me find his card. This is the chap. I believe it was from Amazon, and he's a veteran. So you're supporting a veteran, which I always try and choose carefully where I buy from. And you can get the Benchmade, I think, on Amazon and eBay as well. There's a little Memento Mori skull there. You guys know I love my my Memento Mori. Let's just get close up. Can you guys see that? Little reminders of our finite time on this planet. Yeah, I went for the camouflage. I got another one for my Sage. So yeah, this is my new everyday carry, and I gotta say I'm chuffed to bits so far. It's just a wonderful compact size, and I think the quality is there. It's going to take me a little while to get used to the axis lock, but so far so good. Yeah, I went for the tactical. I mean, you can get these in all kinds of colors, but I think right now the older Griptilian certainly is a bargain, so let's put that there. My second item is an old favorite, and this is, if it will ever focus, this is the Streamlight Micro Stream. Very small, compact little torch. Very light. I forget the weight of this. I featured it before. Inside you have one AAA battery, and it really is quite powerful. Great little torch, and you can pick these up, I think, under $10 or $12, something like that. eBay, Amazon. Fantastic. You got to have a light source. You can't rely on your phone battery if that dies. My third item that I always carry is a pen. You guys know I'm a big fan of the Parker Jotter. It's a bit of a family tradition. We now have the Urban Gentry Parker Jotter on the website. And for formal occasions, I have a gold one. If I match my watch, if I have a gold tone watch, or more formal attire. But for every day, usually it's just a black one like this. They're fairly affordable, but good quality, dependable. So if you lose it, it's not the end of the world, and you can buy several. I have several, in different coats and different bags. Okay, my next item is, of course, earphones. Well, actually, not just earphones. I also always carry in this little pouch, I have some earplugs. Guys, I cannot tell you how many times these come in useful, especially public transport. Don't ever wear these in the street, obviously. But if you're on a plane, that kind of thing, I always carry a pair. You never know when you need to sleep. Or even if you want to sleep and your loved one, your partner wants to stay up and watch television. Yeah, trust me, these are a lifesaver. So I always carry a pair of those. Now, these are from Sennheiser, and they're a bit of a throwback to my days in the music industry. We always used Sennheiser headphones. These are perfect for traveling because they got well, first of all, as headphones, they got a wonderful frequency response. We're looking at 42 to 17,000 hertz. It replicates especially the low end extremely well, and it has this kind of noise cancelling. It isolates all the outside noise really well with these little kind of rubber soft earplugs here. These are fantastic, and astonishingly they're only about $22. I've bought several pairs. They last absolutely yonks. You get a nice little pouch, perfect for traveling on the plane because they cancel the noise of the engines, all that stuff. Well, next is a phone. Oh god, my snups is blowing up. Don't even ask me what phone this is. I'm not into phones whatsoever. But it's not the phone itself, it's the phone case. This case is by Carl Friedrich. You guys know I carry their bags. It has a beautiful soft suede lining, and then the outside is a natural leather that ages beautifully. They do all the latest cases for all the different iPhones. Yeah, very simple, understated, but it has a lovely texture to it. So that is my phone case of choice, and it obviously matches the bag, my everyday bag, the Bolton and the Palissy, which I reviewed in my 10 Gentlemanly Essentials, I think, a little while ago. Okay, next is my keys, and yes, I have rather a lot of keys. I use this fantastic clip to attach it to my belt. What's the brand? Oh, there you are. There's the brand. Night Eyes, I think it is. So you got one end clips to your belt and the other clips to your keys, and this is also, as you can tell, a bottle opener. So very, very useful. I found this, I think, on eBay. Very inexpensive, but really, really great. So that's how I attach so I never lose my keys because they're always attached to me. On the keys themselves, I use another really ingenious little system here. So this is a company called True Utility, there you go. And it's called the Key Shackle. You screw in your keys there, and then it has clips for all your essentials. So I always have a Victorinox, the smaller one with scissors, nail file, tweezers, toothpick. This is my secondary knife. I have a UV light, and then I always have a key ring, something a bit fun. In fact, there's a company in England that does Junkers planes. This is just a generic propeller plane, but I'm gonna buy a little one, something fun, you know, to identify it's yours. And I always have a safety pin. I use it. Some of the watches that have drilled lug holes, you can actually use this to change the strap. Oh, and by the way, True Utility, so I'll just put that there. They have lots of nifty little things. I bought 2 more key rings. They come in packages like this. So this is an eyeglass, perfect for going vintage watch shopping. Designed in the UK, made in China, very affordable, and they come in these really cool packs. And then I've got this, which is an emergency cash holder, and I believe it's waterproof. Yeah, waterproof. Very cool indeed. Actually, I'm going to give this probably as a gift. They make great little stocking fillers. Anyway, next is my Tgv Pin Lapel Pin. Depends on what I'm wearing for more formal, but I always carry one just in case. Then I always have a spare NATO strap. Now the release of the Valor strap, which is, if it will zoom, there you go. Signed Urban Gentry. You can use it as a bookmark, so I know, a little bit over the top, but I have to carry a spare. And then of course an everyday watch. To me, I think the Sinn 104, more than any other watch, is a great example of an everyday watch, because you've got the day-date complication, which is fantastic for every day, and a timing bezel. Although this is a countdown, it's still very usable. Not to mention its classic design. It's not the thickest of watches. It can work with a whole variety of tire. Its monochromatic scheme will never clash with anything, and it's an absolute strap monster on top of all of that. So yeah, the Sinn 104, the Rolex Explorer, the SKX to a certain extent, those are, you know, my ideal. And actually the Tudor Day Date, those are my favorite everyday watches. Okay, next is my signet ring. You guys know I love my signet rings. It's a family tradition. You start wearing it from the age of 21, so this is everyone in my family has it. Alternatively, sometimes I go for just something with a stone in it, something special that I like. This is a Black Star Sapphire. Color wise, you know, I have lapis for when I wear blue, garnet for red, etc. Talking of garnet, I have my Assortis beads. This is genuine garnet. They have onyx ones as well. They also have real solid yellow gold to match my signet ring. I believe it's 9 carat, so it's a little bit tougher, not as soft as 14, 10 and 18. So I think they call them Shambhala or whatever. Anyway, this is my favorite. I don't always wear it. I especially love garnet because it's got this very rich, slightly translucent red to it. It's almost like a dark wine. It's gorgeous. Yeah, so gotta love the beads. I did a whole video on these. I've been wearing Assortis for donkeys, absolutely donkeys. So next is my wallet. This again actually is from the same company, Carl Friedrich, although back in the day they used to be known as Opperman, and I've always had this wallet. It's in a chocolate brown. The construction is fantastic. Their leather is made, it's handmade in Italy. It's stood the test of time, and I have various things inside the wallet. So on the outside I always carry $100 in cash, just in case. Not that I ever use cash anymore, but then I have my business cards, as you can see by the gold edge to them. So I have my Urban Gentry A business card there. On the inside, I have, yes, my third knife. Yeah, I carry how many knives does one need? This is a really cool little Spyderco. Let's just put that down there for a second. This is a tiny little Spyderco. Yeah, they make knives that small. So the blade is barely over an inch, and it's got two little grooves or kind of curves there to grip. It's a great little backup knife. If you really, if you don't want to carry a big one like that, you always want to have a good blade. They are absolutely razor sharp. What's great about these adorable little knives is they come in packages like this, and you can give them away as gifts. In fact, actually, I'll be giving this away to a special person very soon. So yeah, great little second backup blade if you really need it. I always carry some plasters, so you got some plasters in there, and a backup memory card for my camera, because you never know when you're shooting and you might run out of memory. So there you go, that is my wallet. Okay, next is an MP3 player. Now you're probably wondering, why on earth do I need this when I have a phone? Well, two reasons. First of all, this is much easier to clip on. These are dirt cheap, and they don't take up all the memory from your phone. I like to take lots of pictures of watches, as we all do, for the Instagram. So yeah, my memory is chock-a-block. This has a great amount. I think it's about 8 gigs or 16 gigs or something like that, and they're dirt cheap because obviously they're kind of dated technology now. But also because of the music I listen to, especially operas. You know, I have like 5 or 6 Wagner operas, several Mozart, a few Puccini. They take tons of space, so yeah, I have to have a MP3 player dedicated just to one genre of music, which is crazy. I don't listen to just opera, obviously. I mean, I have like drum and bass sets, a lot of blues, the rest of it. So I always have several of these, and they're just very inexpensive and easy. You know, you just drag and drop the files over. Okay, last but by no means least is a Perpetual Calendar, a solid gold Perpetual Calendar. I always carry a solid gold Perpetual Calendar. And no, I'm not talking about a Patek, I'm talking about my pendant. This was given to me by my wife. It is, of course, the famous sunstone from Mexico City, and it's kept in the Zocalo. I actually got to see this in person. It is massive. This one is a scaled replica in solid 14 karat yellow gold, and the detail engraving on this is insane. So I wear this well, first of all, because I adore Mexico. I'm fascinated by the culture, the food, everything there. It's just an amazing, rich country. Its culture is just so deep. The food, everything, you know. So I wanted something horology related, and you know, I think people tend to forget. They just think that watches is horology. No, watches is just a small, tiny, incremental part of the story. So I always wear this. Incredible. In fact, actually, let me just put that down for a second. I have recently bought this wonderful book used all about the Aztec calendar. And so the stone was placed here on the altar of the pyramids. So this was where they do the sacrifices. And if we fast forward a little bit, this book is really great. We have all the details about the months. Had a 360-day count. So these are the solar years. Incredibly accurate. I mean, considering they didn't have any mechanical instruments or anything like that, and beautifully carved. And you have all the different gods. Let me just flip through so you can see the mathematics involved. It's extraordinary, really extraordinary. Their understanding of astrology, mathematics, and then all incorporated with different gods symbolized, representing every month and year. It was just astonishing. It is a wonderful part of the history. There we go. There you go. Isn't that stunning? It's a little bit Indiana Jones-ish, and I know it's an acquired taste. I have various different pendants to I change the pendant. I changed the style of chain. This is what's called a rounded box link, because I love the way it's very slender, it's very light, it's about 2mm thick. I don't like it any thicker because then it becomes a little bit too kind of blingy-ish, you know. But it has a wonderful movement to it, fluidity. So anyway, that is my EDC. Let's take it back to the studio. Okay, welcome back, guys. So the winner of Seiko Saturday. Now guys, if you didn't win, don't worry, keep submitting those excellent wristwatch checks. All you have to do is hashtag Seiko Saturday. I pick the ones that I find are interesting or different or humorous or inspirational. And actually, I think inspirational really sums up today's wristwatch check. So a big congrats to Ray, who shared a double wristwatch check featuring his wife. And they're both wearing alpinists. For some reason I call them alpinists. He wrote underneath, been married 28 years and picked the same watch without discussing it for Seiko Saturday. And that really, as we say in Italian, mi fa tenerezza. It touched my heart because, well, first of all, congrats on being married 28 years. That is, yeah, well, I doff my imaginary cap. Secondly, having such excellent taste in watches, obviously. And thirdly, the fact that you share this passion with your loved one. I think you're the envy of most of the gentry. I've only recently got my wife into watches. It took a while, but yeah, well done. And I hope you're both watching. So massive congrats to Ray. As your prize, I've bought you I almost said Seiko Bambino. No, the Orient Bambino. It's the version with the cream dial and blue hands and the Romans on the dial. It's not the first generation, it's the latest generation, a more recent generation I should say, because it has the manual wind and the hacking. So you got the caliber F69, the in-house movement. So congrats. And secondly, I've also bought you a Trin clock. Actually, they do make watches now, and Trin are a fantastic company. Guys, if you're regulars to the show, you'll recognize this because it's the same. And we're joined by the NYPD. Nice. You'll recognize this from the War Room. So this is a clock. It's obviously aviation inspired. As you see on the dial, made in Canada. Actually, you get to see my camera. Pretty cool. Cool or what? So Ray, I'm sending you this to put in your own war room or office or man cave or whatever you have. So Ray, please do email me at theurban@gmail.com, and I will send you your prize along with well, your watch and your clock. So congrats. Let me just put that down there. And guys, do keep submitting your entries. I'll do more giveaways. I know I've kind of put it on the back burner. I've just been really busy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, found it useful, and as always guys, I will catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao.